Namaskaram to all viewers of Jyotirmarg. Dear viewers, in our last episode, we heard the story of Arjun and the Naga princess Ulupi. After their meeting, the very next day, Ulupi took Arjun back to the same spot from where she had brought him to the Naga kingdom. Before bidding farewell to Arjun, she blessed him with a boon, by virtue of which all creatures of the water will obey him, and like how he is undefeatable on the land, Arjun will be invincible in water also. Back on the shore, Arjun talked about his experiences to those pilgrims who were traveling with him under his protection. After a while, traveling further, they entered the Himalayan ranges and visited several sacred shrines and also several rishis and saints. Arjun donated gold and wealth to the inhabitants of the Himalayan villages. After the Himalayas, they proceeded in the eastern direction. When they reached the kingdom of Kalinga, those Brahmins who were traveling with him returned to Indraprastha with Arjun's permission. Thereafter, Arjun crossed the sacred Mahendra mountain and then reached the kingdom by name Manipura. The ruler of Manipura was King Chitravahana. Arjun happened to see that king's beautiful daughter Chitrangada and was attracted by her charm and grace. Thereupon, Arjun met the king and requested his daughter's hand in marriage. The king asked Arjun his name and also the names of his parents. On hearing that he is Arjun, son of the late Maharaja Pandu and Rajamata Kunti, King Chitravahana welcomed and received Arjun with love and respect. The king told Arjun that except him, every one of his ancestors had a male son to inherit the kingdom. And now he is looking forward to a son being born to his daughter Chitrangada, and he felt that there is no one more eligible than Arjun to fulfill this requirement. The king also said that since he didn't have a son, Chitrangada has been brought up as a warrior who excelled in the use of all weapons and warfare. She had also been well trained in the administrative duties of the kingdom. Thereafter, Arjun got married to that most beautiful warrior princess Chitrangada and then lived with her for 3 years. By then, Chitrangada had given birth to a son who later on became famous by the name Babruvahana. Bidding farewell to Chitrangada, Arjun travelled to the banks of the southern ocean, which was a very sacred region inhabited by several great saints and rishis. On reaching there, Arjun started living with those ascetics. And there he saw 5 holy lakes by name Agastya, Saubhadra, Pauloma, Karandhama, and Suprasanna. Arjun noticed that despite the fact that they were all renowned for their sacred and holy waters, those rishis and others who lived there stayed away from those lakes. On inquiring about the reason for that, they told Arjun that in those 5 lakes lived 5 huge crocodiles and they would eat anyone who would enter those lakes. Thereupon, disregarding the requests and pleadings of the rishis and others who lived there, Arjun dived into the deep waters of the holy lake which was named after the great rishi Saubhadra. Then that crocodile of an unusually large size which lived in that lake seized Arjun by his leg. But that mighty armed Arjun caught that crocodile with his powerful hands, dragged it out from the water and brought it to the shore. On reaching the land, to the great surprise of Arjun and others who had gathered around that lake, that crocodile got transformed into a female of celestial charm and grace, bedecked with fine jewels and ornaments. Seeing this miracle, Arjun asked her who she was and how she became a crocodile, and now how she got back into her own self. She replied that she is an Apsara by name Varga. With the ability to travel at will, one day she was moving through the skies to the abode of Kubera with 4 of her companions when they saw a very handsome young man sitting alone and meditating in the calm and peaceful atmosphere of a forest. The forest around him was shining with his radiance. They were so much attracted by that handsome youth that they tried to tempt him with their grace and charm. For quite some time, their divine dance and music didn't make any difference in him. Then he opened his eyes and cursed them, saying that they will live as crocodiles for 100 years. Thereupon, realizing their mistake, all 5 of them fell at his feet and begged him to release them from this curse. But he said that it is not possible to take back his words. After 100 years, when a mighty prince of divine origin will arrive and drag them out of water, they will be free from his curse. With joined palms, they circumvented him and walked in remorse and silence, not knowing where to go or what to do. Then the divine sage Rishi Narada descended in front of them and, listening to their story, told them to go to the shores of the southern ocean and to live in these 5 holy lakes as crocodiles for 100 years. He also said that one day the invincible hero Pandaputra Arjun will arrive to give them moksha from their curse. The rishi then said that thereafter these 5 lakes will be known as Nari Tirtha, and anyone who will take bath in them will be free from all sins. Varga said, "Now the words of Rishi Narada have come true. O Dhananjaya, like how you saved me, please save my friends also from the Brahmin's curse." Thereupon that mighty Pandava released them all one after another, and then with his permission they all returned to their own world. After a while, Arjun travelled to Manipura to see Chitrangada and his son Babruwahana. Reaching their palace, Arjun lived with them for a few days. Then one day he told Chitrangada that in the near future Yudhishthira will perform the great Rajasuya Yajna when all kings will arrive there to participate in it. Arjun told her that she should also come there along with her father and their son, and thereafter she will live with him at Indraprastha. Bidding farewell to Chitrangada and his son Babruvahan, Arjun proceeded to the most sacred and holy place by name Gokarna, and from there he went to Prabhasa. Lord Krishna came to know that the son of Kunti is arriving in Prabhasa, and Prabhasa being not very much far away from Dwaraga, Krishna went there and met his dear friend Arjun, and both of them embraced each other. As we know it, they were not just Arjun and Krishna, they were none other than the eternal souls Nara and Narayana. Dear viewers, here ends this chapter of our summarized rendering of Rishi Vedvyasa's timeless epic Mahabharata. Harihi Om.